I may have mentioned this before, but the AI in this game is prone to uh, hurting itself. For instance, this zombie keeps running into that cactus. Looks like he got unstuck now. That's okay. Got a bullet for him. Welcome to Narrow Ground Entertainment. I am Steve the Unimpressed, and this is Steve Solo's 7 Days to Die, Alpha 19, Episode 30? I think it's Episode 30? Yeah, it's Episode 30. One of these days, I'll remember to look these things up before I start recording. I have my coffee. There's a cat sitting on a chair next to me, looking at me. I'm sure she'll make noise in a few minutes. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do in this episode, but since I managed to obtain a little bit of rotting flesh last time, I should probably go back to base. Oh, actually, I take that back. I do know what I'm going to do in this episode. I'm going to go back to the main base and use some of these mechanical parts to start working on a motorcycle. So let's do that. As long as the sun's already up anyway. Oh, hi. I am back at the main base, and I've spent a little bit of time collecting some of the ingredients that we are going to need to make the motorcycle bits. Oh, hey. I should take these double pocket mods out of the workbench, too. Now, motorcycle parts. Before we can make the motorcycle itself, we have to make the other components. So I have an engine, and I have a car battery. While I was looking this up, I realized you can actually make the battery now, too. I don't think you could in past versions of the game. You had to find those. Engines you still cannot craft yourself. You still have to find those or buy them from the trader. And we're getting to the point now where I'm going to want more engines, especially this is the only one I have, so if I want to make a 4x4 at some point, I will need to locate another one. You can get those from breaking down cars. I think that's where I got this one, but they are a relatively rare item to get from that. So you may have to break down a lot of cars before you ever get an engine, which doesn't entirely make sense, but video game logic. If I find these at the trader in the future, I might actually start buying them, just because they're more valuable to me now. I'm going to need more things that need them in the near future. So it'd be good to start accumulating a few. If I run out of batteries, though, or if I need more batteries, I can actually make those. For the motorcycle itself, we need the engine, the car battery, 2 wheels, which I am able to make, I believe. I haven't actually checked yet. The motorcycle chassis and the motorcycle handlebars. I know I have everything for these two in my inventory right now. I just need to actually open the workbench, I think. Unless I don't have everything for these two. Oh, I need to grab a headlight for the handlebars. I've been saving those when I come across them. I think I have like 7. I remember talking about needing them to make spotlights, and I actually have yet to make any spotlights, but still. It actually won't take as long as I was expecting for these to craft. Last time I did this, I seem to remember that the motorcycle took like 10 minutes for it to craft in the workbench. So you kind of had to start it and go away and do something else. Let me grab a headlight out. And get the handlebars started. There we go. And now what do I need for wheels? Don't have everything. Got the bottles of acid. I need a little forged iron, some scrap polymers which I have. Oil and coal. Forged iron, oil, and coal. Good thing I haven't been disposing of that. There goes my cat. Off to do something more interesting, I guess. Coal, oil, what did I say? Forged iron. And now I'm carrying too much, but that's okay. There we go. 2 wheels. So when I come back in, I don't know, 5 minutes, all of these parts will be done, and I can start the motorcycle itself. I removed some of the random junk from my inventory and also took the time to put the new armor pocket mods on my armor, so now I have more inventory spaces that I can use. I'm going to keep these old armor pocket mods, the single ones, for now. I don't remember if I've tried it in this update. It used to be the case that if you sold a modified item to the trader, it was worth more. So it was worth keeping mods that you were no longer using and adding them to things that you were planning to sell because it raised their value. I'm not sure if it used to raise their value by more than the price you could get for selling the mod. See, the sell price for the armor pocket mod is pretty pathetic. So we will have to test that whenever I have some armor to sell to the trader, which I don't at the moment, so can't test it now. My motorcycle parts are all done, and I have fished them out of the workbench, so now all that is left to do on that is to spell motorcycle properly and start it crafting in the workbench. Let's get that on the run and come back in about 2 minutes, and I'll have a motorcycle. You know what, as long as I fell into the mine, I'll mine some nitrate powder while I'm down here. There it is, our completed motorcycle. I just need to put that in my inventory. I'm going to need to take some gas with me. Let me grab a couple repair kits too, because I've got a couple of tools that are about to break. And let's go outside and test this thing out. This will also give... Hey now. This will also give new purpose to these platforms that I built a while ago to test my mines. The vehicles, at least in the last update, which I haven't used a vehicle in this update yet, so maybe we'll be finding out if this is still true. It used to be that they did not really have like a handbrake for you to set, so if you parked them on a hill, they would fall over or roll away or something. So you have to park them somewhere where you know they're not going to move. Someplace that is level is convenient for that. I'll just have to build some ramps on the sides so I can get it back up here. And I will do that in just a second, but let's, pressing E will usually, you get on and off. Once you use it for the first time, it never stays upright anymore. Holding E allows you some more options. You can access the storage, get on it, open the vehicle to modify it, refill it. You can actually pick it up. Honk horn doesn't appear to do anything. Oh, I take it back. You just have to let go of the E key and then it does something. Let's open it up. So my durability right now is full. I believe you need repair kits, either repair kits or forged iron to repair it. So that will come up eventually, but for now, not really. Gives you some basic stats. It is... I think the motorcycle is actually faster than the 4x4, if I remember correctly. But the 4x4 has more cargo space. So I'm going to put some fuel in it. And it refuels a particular... or uses up a particular amount of fuel every time. Or the max... How does that work? I think the maximum it'll put in on one click is 2,500 units of gas, or 2,500 gas cans, or something. The units for this don't really make sense. For this vehicle, that's 83%. I don't think... Nope, okay. To get it up to 100%, it only deducted another 500. So, arbitrarily, the largest amount it will deduct from your fuel supply at a time is 2,500 units. That must be in, like, milliliters, or fluid ounces or something. It's definitely not gallons. Not sure what modifiers you can put on vehicles. That might have been new for this update. I don't remember that being a thing before. You know, that makes me curious. I do have some fuel tank mods. Those used to only apply to automatic, like, powered mining tools, like the chainsaw and the auger. I wonder if that's a thing you can now put on vehicles. I might give that a try in a minute. First, let's exit out of that and open the storage. Yeah, the motorcycle can store quite a bit. The 4x4 has a lot more space than this, if I recall. I would presume that's still the case. I think I've commented before that this update reduced the number of inventory slots in chests. It probably did in motorcycles and 4x4s, but it took me so long to get them that I really don't know the difference. So I'm going to tuck some things in here that I need to carry with me a lot, like gas and repair kits. And I will probably, as I have in the past, start keeping some of my tools in here too when I'm not using them. That way they're out of my inventory so I can collect more stuff when I'm on the move, or raiding a house or things of that nature. But I will also always know where they are and be able to access them easily. Alright, let me go grab one of these fuel tank mods that I have in the base, and let's see if I can add that to the motorcycle. Might be able to put even more fuel in it. No, you cannot add the motor tool large tanks to the vehicles. Which raises the question, what kind of modifiers can you put on vehicles? Wonder if I can enter vehicle mod. Comes up with nothing. How about mods? Maybe I can scroll through here and find something that would apply to a vehicle. Oh, I don't see anything in there that looks like it would apply to a vehicle. But, okay, whatever. Oh, there's some fuel in this. Let's try it out. Before I do that, let me hop off and add some ramps to this so that I can get the motorcycle back onto it later. As it's demonstrating right now, it's not absolutely critical, but still, I don't want it just rolling away. There. Now I should have no problem getting the motorcycle back up here when I come back. Now let's go try it out. We're going to be able to move around the world a lot faster this way. And these spikes on front are good for, well, exactly what you'd expect them to be good for. Let me find a zombie and I'll demonstrate. Still dressed for hot weather. And I still forgot about it. There's one. I don't think that these actually do very much damage to them, but it does knock them over quite effectively. I'm going to back up a little bit, and then I'll get off and take care of him with the shotgun. Be careful not to shoot your vehicles, because it will take off their durability. Ramming zombies also uses up a little bit of durability, but not too much. You can see too, it doesn't really use up fuel all that quickly. So you can get quite a bit of distance with a relatively small amount of fuel. Now, where should I be taking this? There's all kinds of places that I should explore and haven't yet. I may actually go for a cruise down this road, because I think where I spawned originally was in this area, way at the beginning of the COVID Besieged series, and I haven't been back to that area since. Mainly because it's a long way away, but everything just became much closer. One thing to note about driving the motorcycle, if you left click on the mouse, it will toggle between controlling the direction of travel with, or by turning the camera, and controlling the direction of travel with the A and D keys. So if you're trying to look at something next to you while you drive down the road, just click on the left mouse button. So when I'm trying to keep an eye on that zombie while continuing to cruise along, all I have to do is press on the left mouse button so I can look in a different direction than my direction of travel. Also, it does not go very quickly in reverse. Now I'm just going to take that guy out with the sniper rifle, I think. Or I'm going to miss him. You know, one or the other. There we go. We are back in the general vicinity of where I spawned. I'm not really sure where it was. Oh, must have been right about here, because there are the first 3 wood frame blocks that I built to fulfill that initial quest. I think I built them next to a coal deposit, too. How wise of past me, marking a coal deposit for future me to find. Let's drive over there and check that out now that I've broken down that car. Alright, here are my first wood frame blocks and my first campfire, and yes, they are right next to a coal deposit. Here's another zombie. There's a whole bunch of you guys wandering around out here. Apparently I didn't do a very thorough job of clearing this place out when I spawned. I don't remember if I raided this cabin up here. I would kind of guess not. I think I was a little too focused on getting to the trader to do that. So I might go and check that out right now. It is getting on towards night, but one of the advantages of having a vehicle, and really this applies to any vehicle, so you can build a bike very early on and still do this. If you get caught out at night, you tend to be able to outdistance any of the zombies. Since the bicycle doesn't have gasoline to fuel it, you are fueling it with your own stamina, so you have to be a little more judicious trying to stay out at night on the bicycle, but it still can be done. Looks like the door is open, so maybe I did raid this place before I took off. But we're on day 44, and the last time I would have been here would have been the very first day, so stuff should have respawned by now. I'm going to deposit some of the things that I've been accumulating during my trip on the motorcycle, and go take a look in there. And I might wind up staying here the night. In fact, I probably will. We will see exactly how that works out, but I'm definitely way less concerned about nighttime than I used to be, and way less concerned about raiding at night. Got a lot of firearms and a lot of ammo these days. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, and now that I have the impact driver and I am using things like electrical parts, I'm probably gonna start... I left the repair kits on the motorcycle. At least I brought them. I'm probably going to start spending more time breaking down appliances and taking apart lights and things like that, because those actually have parts that I need now. There. Now let's take apart this light. Forgot to crouch again. Apparently woke up a zombie. Or maybe I just attracted the attention of one that was already awake. No, it definitely seems like I woke it up. Let's kill that one that I didn't wake up before it gets here. Alright. Problem taken care of. Ooh, Wasteland Treasures Volume 2. I don't remember what that one is. What is that? You can get some nice stuff from breaking down coffins, apparently. Once you learn this book. I don't spend all that much time looting graveyards, though, so I'm not sure how useful that's going to wind up being. There's another one that's not quite dead enough yet. Oh. I'm actually kind of glad to see him. There's a couple more farm plots. Now let's see, can I get a brass doorknob from the wooden doors? No. That's unfortunate, but, you know, it makes a certain amount of sense. You don't really expect brass doorknobs to fall off of doors that don't have them. Once I reach the point where where it's actually worth taking apart appliances, I tend to leave any that are loot containers, but any that are like broken or standing half open like this, it's as long as it's not an active loot container, I will break that down and take it apart. So this coffee maker, that stays, because it will respawn loot. The fridge, the toaster, the microwave, the oven, all of these are going to go. I don't think the toaster is ever a loot container, but I think the other three can potentially be. That impact driver really makes short work of that stuff. And now it is officially nighttime. But as we have already been discussing, we're really not worried about that anymore. Zombies are going to be fast, though, so I should probably keep my shotgun out. I was looking around this place for a cellar or a basement of some kind, but it doesn't appear to have one, so I believe that I'm going to hop back on the motorcycle and head back to base. I might come back out this direction at some point, but I'm not sure what I will do with this area. Can still explore west along this road, but probably won't be stopping back by my spawn area unless it's to mine that coal that I found over here. Now that I have a vehicle, I probably will do a lot more exploring, and one of the easiest ways to kind of start mapping the world is to just follow the roads. But that's for a future episode. Let's try and make our way back to base, shall we? Oh geez, there's a wolf. The big kind. Yeah, I hear ya. He wasn't there the last time I came down this road. Neither was she. That could have gone badly. The key for the vehicle headlights is F, same as for the helmet light, and you cannot toggle your helmet light on and off while you are sitting on the vehicle. So, when I press F right now, it just toggles the vehicle light, and my helmet light is just on. If I wanted to turn that off, I would have to get off the vehicle. He did not fall over. Ow. Okay, well that could have gone worse. Here comes a couple more. I knew she wasn't dead. Where is this quest that I picked up? Oh, it's actually right next to the house. So I might do that while I'm on the way back. I am going to follow the roads to get back. One of the things with vehicles is they tend to take a lot more of a beating if you're taking them over rough terrain than they do on the roads. So sometimes it's worth sticking to the roads even though it's a little bit of a longer way around. Let me kill this nurse though. Well, ex-nurse. Hey, a loot bag. Cold resist high, heat resist high. Apparently this is better than whatever I'm wearing in my jacket slot. I actually knew that. I think the leather duster is one of the better things. Let me just swap for that. What did I have in that slot anyway? Ah, leather poncho. Okay. Somehow the big leather coat helps you a lot with dealing with heat and also helps you a lot with dealing with the cold. I don't really get how that works. But okay. Video game logic. And let's take a little side trip to visit this quest marker. Alright, we're in the correct general vicinity. I believe this one is to kill screamer zombies. Screamer zombies, if you give them enough time to actually scream, will summon more zombies. So, nighttime is the opposite of the ideal time to be doing this. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. She just called some friends. Completed the quest, but now I have to deal with the rest of the company that she summoned. Or do I? Maybe I actually killed them too quickly for them to summon anything. Hey, there's a spider zombie. Yeah, either I killed them too quickly for them to actually summon anything, or the stuff that they summoned actually spawned too far away to spot me. Which is an interesting thing to have happen, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Let's get back to base and park the motorcycle and get rid of some of my excess inventory. Now, maybe I should turn the light off. I don't think it really actually matters, but just a good habit to be in. Let's access the storage. What do I need to take out of here, and what am I going to leave in here? Those repair kits can stay. A lot of this other stuff needs to come out, though. Since it's almost done anyway, I will wait until after I record the outro to go and put away some of my junk. It's been a pretty productive episode. Actually, when I sat down to record, I forgot that I had assembled all the stuff I needed to make the motorcycles, so I'm glad I remembered that. Otherwise, I would have totally lost track of what I'd planned to do in this episode, as it usually is what happens. Still, got it done, and in the future I will probably be doing a lot more exploration of the roads around me, the desert town possibly, and the other town that I discovered off that direction and have yet to even visit. So that will be something to look forward to. In the next episode I will probably need to spend some time getting the pillars back in shape for the next zombie horde, but maybe I'll have time to do some exploration after that. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel to see more content from me, and if you'd like to help my channel grow, please share it with your friends. Goodbye and God bless.